the big day here in Athens. The opening ceremony set to begin in about 9 hours from now. The Olympic Stadium behind me will be filled with some 77,000 people paying about $1,000 a ticket, and we are told this is going to be a spectacular event. We can tell you another great day here in Athens as we head into this fourth day of competition. It is 90 degrees here. We don't have the winds that we had yesterday, so the good news is our rowers can resume today. Now let's talk about those volunteers. They are such an important part of the Olympics. There are thousands of them. Their job to help guide with directions, to help all of the athletes, to help with security. And one of our local girls from King of Prussia, as you mentioned, she tried really hard as soon as Salt Lake City was over to get a job here at the Olympics. They kept turning her down. Well, you know what? Her dream finally came true. The big story here today is the crowds here in the Olympic Village. You know, it's been a virtual ghost town for the past week. Now it is filled with spectators as we kick off this first day of the track and field. So look for the triple jump and the shot put. It is great to see that about 85% of tickets have been sold. Now, if I haven't said it before, the Olympic motto is Citius, Altius, Fortius, which means faster, higher, stronger. And it means you're supposed to better your own achievement as opposed to coming in first. I'll tell you that is one of the big stories here today. 3 judges now suspended for improperly subtracting a 1/10 of a point from South Korea. South Korea now demanding the gold. The IOC ruling Paul Ham will keep the gold. Some speculators talking about them sharing the gold. My colleague Harry Hairston will be along a little bit later on in the newscast to sort out all the details on the controversy over Paul Ham. Right before I came to the Olympics, we talked about how great it is when you get to shop for all the stuff and you bring it back home to the loved ones. Well, guess what, Dawn? I checked out the 3,000 square foot Olympic store. The Superstore at the Olympics is just that, super large, super stuff. From bags to hats to more hats to flip-flops to pins, all types of clothing, even bathrobes. You can find plenty of items for yourself or the folks back home.
It's good. It's got a great range of things to buy.
You can shop, pretend you're an Olympic athlete. I tried soccer. Not so easy with flip-flops, but I scored a goal. Hey, where's my medal? Then I took some time to practice volleyball skills with new friends I just met from Sweden.
This is the Swedish flag.
There is great selection here. It's fun to browse, but the prices are high, which means many look, even touch, but hesitate when they see how many euros they'll have to spend. And of course, in Dawn's honor, I have the matching outfit. I'm wearing the hat here and the shirt that I bought at the Olympic store. Coming up a little bit later on in our show, guess what, Dawn and Steve? I found the Root store tucked away in Athens. We're going to tell you all about the Root store. First, take a look at our tour of Athens. Our adventure begins on a bus tour of Athens, where they have designated one lane for Olympic vehicles, and you can see the traffic troubles already.
All right, so this is the stadium. This is where
our tour guide, Marietta Colotoro, tells us the history of each site, from the old stadium built for the 1896 Olympics to the Acropolis, the highest point in the city. Here we gaze at the magnificent Parthenon, dedicated to the Virgin Goddess Athena. Next stop is the Plaka, which means Old City. This charming part of Athens is filled with narrow streets. It's known for its art, charming shops,
I don't like that one for you, but I like this one.
and delicious food like the gyros.
That's good. Really good. I don't eat meat.
And you must have dessert.
No, I don't need coffee.
We caught up with Maria Loy, who wrote Ancient Dinners, the official Olympic food book.
I like the salads here in Greece, and they can eat, you know, because we have a lot of greens, and even the tomatoes. Even though that the ancient Greeks, they didn't have tomatoes, they didn't have potatoes, but here now we do have, and they're very nice.
Loy says the Greeks have worked very hard to prepare for the Games.
They are more than ready, I could say, and I believe that the Olympics will be the best Olympics ever in the world.
Our tour of Athens lasts about 4 hours, and we've only seen a tiny portion of what this historic place has to offer. Oh, we had such a good time, and you got to tune in tomorrow morning. Vi will be here in the morning to front the second part of our tour, which is the tour of the island of Hydra. I will not be here because I will be on the island of Crete with Jen Rhines, who is training for the marathon there. And stay tuned, because a little bit later on in our show this morning, we're going to give you some of the highlights of tonight's opening ceremony, give you an idea, Steve and Monique, what you can expect. For now, live in Athens, I'm Lauren Cohn, NBC 10 News.